Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bromsgrove Indoor Bowling Club. We have a triples final, triples county final, and sat on my right is Neil Smith, Malvern county bowler, and he will be giving his updates on what's happening here today.
Well, thanks Rich. I suppose I'm here in my capacity as County Competition Secretary.
Exactly.
And this should be a cracking game tonight. Both skips are quite attacking players, shall we say.
Yes, without a doubt.
And I think there might be call for shin pads all round on the green tonight.
I don't think you're far away with that assessment.
I think anything close is going to be whacked off.
I think most people will remember Neil played the other evening in a pairs county match, but
that's right.
He's been in many a final, many a semi. He knows what it's all about.
Well, actually, it's third time lucky for Helen and John. They've recently lost the fours and the mixed pairs finals at Malvern, though.
Yes.
So hopefully it's third time lucky for them.
That sounds a bit biased, that does, Neil, because the other but now we know what you mean. It
having
would be
lost
nice.
two, yeah.
It would be nice for him to pick something up.
Yeah. The two greens are very different, actually. Bromsgrove, wonderful facility here, is quite a bit quicker than Malvern.
Yes.
So it's quite a home advantage to be playing on Malvern for the Malvern players. But tonight we've got two Bromsgrove teams,
yes.
So it should be fairly even.
Yes, it should be very interesting tactics. And as you said, there'll be plenty of attacking bowls, I think.
Yeah, it should be very entertaining.
People might be thinking, Neil, that Helen being the only woman, could you explain the situation there?
Yeah, well, recently the Worcestershire have become open, if you like, for men and ladies to play. The associations have melded together, and we've this season allowed men and ladies to play in all the competitions. So it's gone down very well. The entries are up.
Yeah.
I'd say about maybe 15% over last year, and it's very good for the ladies to play in, to gain competition experience against some very good players.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's classed as an open, isn't it, basically?
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's right.
all comers.
Yeah. Yes, we had quite a few ladies enter this year, and
all good for the game. All good for the game.
I mean, indoors there's really no physical advantage in bowls. There's no strength requirement, is there?
No, that's right.
So
that's
it
right.
should be quite even, unlike on outdoor grass, which it can be a matter of survival of the fittest.
Well, that's right.
On an early summer grass green, it can be very, very heavy.
And also when it's wet.
Yeah.
I mean, the women not having not all of them, but most of them not having the physical power of the men. It's
well, and some less athletic gentlemen as well.
Oh,
cannot
true.
reach. I mean, in a competition early summer, I've been playing and assessed the trial ends, who I'm playing against, and if I've got four quite elderly gentlemen playing long jack, knowing they can't reach, it's a bit unfair, but it's competition.
Of course it is.
You're out to win.
Nobody wants to lose, that's the thing.
But tonight, the green's pretty quick here, wonderful facility, and there's no physical advantage at all.
Yeah. Would you like me to introduce the teams?
Yes, please, Rich.
Right, for Team Malin, we have Rob, Rob
Bourne.
Bourne, flip me, he won't forgive me for that. Rob Bourne as lead, Darren Mallin number 2, and Richard Mole as the skip. And for Team Morris, we have Steve Morris leading, Helen Simmons number 2, and John Cracknell as the skip.
It's a wonder Darren Mallin hasn't asked us to advertise his plumbing company, or has he?
Well, you have now. We'll collect the money later. We'll collect the money later.
So trial ends can be very important in a bowls game. Not so much tonight because all 6 players are from this club, so they should know the green and the pace already. But it can be very important if you're an away team coming to a venue like this.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's very important, but not necessarily tonight. Hence, everybody's finding it straight away.
Yes, I must say that Richard Mole is stepping in for, I believe, Jim Collins, who's away, I think, on holiday.
Lucky person.
So it's, if people are wondering from the club why that situation is, that's the answer.
Yes, you're allowed 1 substitute per game.
And I believe that also in this county game now you can swap.
Yeah, I've changed the rule this year to try and do something a little bit different, and it seems to have gone down quite well. And, I've been in a position where I've been losing some games, and we've swapped and managed to win. So it can work.
Yes.
But yeah, why not? So if things are not going so well, change positions during the game.
Is this a Worcester County Neil Smith thing?
It's
not a
national.
Not a national
rules, no. So,
but it's just for the county.
It's just an internal competition in Worcestershire.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go anywhere else. Otherwise, you'd have to abide by the rules of
national.
The national or the EIBA.
But as a county, we are allowed to adjust the rules.
Yeah, because it doesn't go any further than Worcestershire.
Than us, yeah. Which doesn't seem a bad idea to try. And I mean, if it works, maybe other counties and even the national would pick up on it.
Yeah, it's just another tactic to use. One amongst many.
Now, how many times are you allowed to change?
Well, as it's the first year we've done it, you can change every end if you wanted to. It hasn't been an issue time-wise yet.
Yes.
If it was somebody was doing it to run the clock down, so to speak, then you might have to look at the rule. But it hasn't been like that this year yet.
Yeah. But there again, every new thing has to be tried out, and there'll always be something that doesn't quite work right. But there again, it's a game of you just got to rock on and see how it goes.
Yeah. Now, if I was an away team coming to play here, you don't have to draw close to the jack. You can bowl your bowl wherever you think the weight is. So you don't have to bowl near the jack. It's a trial end.
Yeah.
So if you were an away team, never played here before, you might want to try a shorter bowl to sort of
I mean, really, you don't really need to throw the jack up. You can just bowl to
Yes.
wherever you want to bowl, just to get your arm back and
That's right.
and get the feel for the green. I think.
The away lead may want to bowl the jack to get used to bowling a length that he thinks, he'll be playing. But
Yeah. I mean, Neil will back me up on this, and it's surprising when they have the roll-ups how many times they hit the jack, or they're very close.
Yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
and then when it comes to the actual match, it's a different story.
It can be. I don't think it'll be like that tonight. This is a final. There's 6 good players.
Yes.
So I think it'll be quite a high standard game.
No, I think you know what I'm sort of saying.
Yeah.
It's you stand up there and you bowl to the jack,
Yeah.
and you think this is my night, but then all of a sudden it goes belly up. But we've all been there.
When you've got things in your eye in the way, it's never quite as easy as just bowling to an open jack.
Yeah, it's a different ball game, as they say.
Yeah.
But the green seems to be rolling well.
Yeah, it's a nice
Nice pace.
So yeah, it does. It is. It's not. I mean, the standard of the pairs game the other night was really, really high.
Yes.
Tremendously close heads, which shows then that the green's playing well, the temperature's nice, the conditions are good to play in. We played the fours final at Malvern this week, and the green was much heavier, and therefore it wasn't quite as good a game.
Yeah.
Standard wasn't. A lot of short bowls.
Also, just to mention with Malvern and Bromsgrove, Malvern's played on a concrete base, and Bromsgrove's on a concrete base, and Malvern's on boards, I believe, wooden boards. Yeah, which does also affect.
I think it's the other way around, isn't it?
We're concrete.
This is
here.
concrete.
Yeah.
Malvern's
That's
boards.
what I say,
Yeah.
Bromsgrove on Malvern's boards, yeah. And that alters the roll.
Yeah.
But I think, as Neil said earlier, it's a bit quicker here than Malvern.
Yeah.
Normally on boards, you would expect it to be a bit quicker, as the concrete holds the cold more. The boards heat up a lot easier, quicker. John Cracknell bowling his last wood.
Yeah.
Right, we've had a change. We've had a change already by the look of it. Darren Mallin is skipping. And Richard Knowles going number 2. I know that's tactics.
Okay. Yeah. That's unusual.
No, I think he's trying to intimidate Ellen. That's
Right.
what I think.
Some
But
tactics already.
yes, but I don't think that'll happen. To be
Of course,
honest.
John and Darren are very good friends. They play together quite a bit, don't they?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I think that'll inspire Helen, that will, myself. So, first bowl of the final, Stephen Morris.
And as you said, Rich, after the trial ends, not as close as the trial ends.
Yeah. I think this is 18 ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 ends, yeah.
So that should take us to way past our bedtime, Rich, I think.
Oh,
it's going to be a late one.
Definitely.
There we go, the first toucher.
Robbie played the other night, and it took him 4 or 5 ends to get to it, but once he got there, oh,
that's unfortunate. Oh. So, John might be calling for cover already here, back bowl.
I think it's a different game, isn't it? When from our point of view, that when Richard Mole's bowling number 2 or lead, you don't really. You should be trying to fill the head and.
Yeah, this could be a very attacking game if Richard's playing 2.
Oh, Rob Bourne's changed his hand, and I will tell you now, he doesn't like this hand normally. Oh, just rock back. But that last bowl of Rob is right in line now,
Yeah.
so that's probably give a little bit of cover to the.
Yeah, I think Helen will be looking to be a yard past the jack here.
There we go. John's probably, like Neil said.
Oh, he's heard what I've said.
Yeah. That's a very good bowl.
Yeah.
Very good place. Tactics already coming into the game.
Yeah, it makes life so much easier if your lead is putting one right on the jack.
Definitely.
Takes the pressure off your middleman or woman.
Make it easier, person.
Actually, when I put out the entry forms to enter, I put all genders on the form just to cover myself.
Oh dear, they've changed again. Looks like Richard Mole is skipping.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
What was he doing there? He's trying to throw me.
I couldn't see all of it.
Yeah, very good bowl.
That would be a question for you, Neil. Have you got to nominate who bowls where before the jack is pushed up, or can you change midway through?
No, you've got to start the end.
Right.
You can't change mid-end.
No. Which makes me wonder whether that's what happened just.
Well, it was a trial end. It didn't really matter.
No, I mean for this, Richard was down here, wasn't he? Stood down here. Darren was stood up there.
I think what happened was Richard went out for a smoke outside.
Oh right.
So I think that's why he.
Right.
In the trial ends, they changed round just to.
Yeah. Right.
Now, is this reaching? No. Now, John and Richard, the two skips, have got very, very strong bias bowls. So really they can get round almost anything. But equally they also like to attack the head.
Yeah, without a doubt, they both got a real good all-round game. I don't know whether John bowls indoor. Outdoor on the. I think he does Crown Green outdoor.
He has done recently. He's not playing this summer. He's
Right.
having the summer off, but recent years he's just played Crown Green.
Right.
Like a lot of bowlers who play a lot of competition, you can play an awful lot, and sometimes you just need a break.
That's right. I think one of the worst things I've found with the indoor and outdoor bowls since I've been doing indoor and the flat green is how the one runs into the other, whereas quite a few years ago there was always a couple of week break between one and the other, and
I try to have a 3-week break at the end of September, start of October, to be honest. Otherwise, as you rightly said, you can be playing non-stop 12 months a year. So John's chosen to go for cover again. The other option was to just put a blocker in down Richard Mole's forehand. He's got a reaching bowl down there, just a yard of weight.
Just try and come inside it and pick the jack up, run it through to Robbie. Just a bit tight. And this sort of edge should suit John. As you say, he's got bowls that'll go.
Yeah, he's got very, well, they both have. They've got
both get round.
Large
this
swings.
Could be very good.
Oh, that's very good.
That is. That's a lot better. Made the head a lot better.
Yeah, it may only be 2, but the 2 are much safer. Just a dead draw now.
I think to score he needs to probably hit the jack full and stop, push the other bowl back. No, this isn't bad. No, it's unlucky.
Good effort.
So 2. Team Morris.
Of course, Steve, now leading, literally lives here, being the Bromsgrove indoor manager. So he has plenty of opportunity to practice.
What's this? It will get the ends off. It is.
Yeah, just take them off altogether. That's it, just press that. and alter it. Now back.
Just a quick one to the viewers. The commentator Richard Davis has messed up the ends. Not being technically knowledgeable, doesn't know what he's doing. So
Yes, our technical guru is actually playing.
yes,
says you.
yes, yeah. So you'll just have to. I'll just have to update you when it all happens. Do apologise, but a bit of practice next week.
Do you know we said we'd be here till very late tonight? If it was 121 ends, we'd be here tomorrow night.
And the rest.
So Darren here really could be doing with just reaching with a couple of feet, pull the jack, or turn the front bowl in.
Darren's playing with, I think they're Quantum, which I don't know. A lot of people say they're pretty straight, but I don't know. Not being up with what bowls do, Neil could probably tell you what.
Well, I'm not sure what the six players are playing with. To be honest, I don't know what they're playing with, but. There's more to it than just the bias of the bowl as well. A lot to do with the delivery.
Of course,
Some people hold them up in their hand, so to speak, and can make them go tighter than someone else who can cock them over the other way and make them swing more. So
Darren's definitely gone tighter here.
Yeah, good bowl.
Yeah, plenty of catches.
So really, Helen needs to just slip the jack here and rest into those back bowls would be perfect. Even if she picks the jack up, it's taking Richard Mole's shot away.
It's probably a little bit heavy, that is.
You've got to be brave here, really, and almost get the jack.
This looks quite good. Well,
Yeah,
that's
good bowl.
interesting now.
If he had that little fuller, that was perfect. It's just a little
Showing
high.
Showing it out in the open a bit.
Yeah, it's still there for John, but
John seems to think they're 3 down, so
yeah.
we know Richard will be trying to just half hitch it over to the bunch of 4.
You see what I mentioned earlier about if Helen would have played the same shot if she had the jack,
Yeah.
would have taken that shot away from Richard there.
Yeah. No, John's just a little bit short, I think.
Ooh, good try, good try.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Richard looking to just trail that jack a foot now, make it really difficult. It helps to have bigger bias bowls now to get round the front one, so you can throw it right out and it'll swoop back in.
Well, the thing is, I mean, you can look at it twofold. I mean, John can play a nice controlled weight, coming into Rob's front wood at the side and pushing through, but yeah, I mean, I don't think he will, but
So John's got two options here. He can either draw with a wide draw or can play through it.
yeah. I think what John might be frightened of is just pushing the jack across if he's up. It's not an easy shot for him to bowl. And we know that's what Richard will be trying. So.
Yeah, both skips will always be looking if there's a weighted shot on.
John just thinking about it now.
No, I think he's in for the draw.
Yeah. This isn't a bad bowl at all. Well bowled, well bowled.
Yeah, well bowled.
Excellent choice. That certainly made it difficult now for Richard as he took the jack away from his.
Now Richard's very vulnerable at the back here, so he's only got a draw on.
I think that'll be going behind John's myself. Yeah. Yeah. Now John's got the same shot as what Richard had earlier, just to trail it through just a little bit.
That's right. There's no danger of just reaching there. If he's high, he's got Helen's. Yeah.
I mean, in the context of this end, that bowl of John's was probably worth a lot more to them than the others. Whether they score off it or not is a different matter. But John's giving this every chance. And he's not far away. He's not far away.
Has he got the jack?
Well, that could be five. Could be five now.
Could be.
Richard's only got a draw here. But plenty of room and he's capable of doing that.
Yeah, there's much bigger gap now to drawing.
What he don't want to do is hit the front pink wood. But no, he's well past.
Got to stop.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Well. Oh, and Richard's balls just fell out a bit, so.
That's an interesting one, that, isn't it? Because you've got the 30-second rule.
Yeah.
Now, whether that was 30 seconds or not, I don't know.
Well, he's measuring it as it is. He hasn't said nothing, so. This could be a very, very big end. It's 3, 4. 4. Oh.
Good start by Steve there. as I say, he almost lives here.
No,
so,
I'm not in trouble with that, so I'll leave it. Yes, yep. Another Neil.
I remember playing with John when he first started as a teenager. I used to play with him 30 odd years ago, and his enthusiasm for the game hasn't dimmed.
Dimmed down. No, he certainly gets excited.
Yeah, he's very enthusiastic.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, mind you, in the way.
Yeah, that forehand is looking a little bit blocked now.
Oh, Robbie's got it this away. Nice line. Looks very good. Again, just pulled up. Oh, can I say welcome to all the viewers? We're sorry we didn't put this out as an ongoing match earlier than what it should have been, but hopefully people have tuned in, even those from Malvern, as this is the county triples.
Yes, it's promising to be a good game.
I think we've had a word with Neil about trying to see what happens down at Malvern, as to whether we could do any live streaming or whatever.
I believe Helen has told me that the speed, the internet is not good enough.
Right, right.
For anyone who doesn't know, Malvern is a sports complex which is predominantly tennis. It's the Worcestershire Tennis Centre. There's around about 30 to 34 tennis courts there, indoor and out, with squash and outdoor and indoor bowls. So
Yeah.
it's not just the bowls centre like this one, dedicated bowl centre. It's run by a committee which is
Right.
predominantly tennis based.
Yes.
I think Malvern's running at about 270 members currently this year.
Right.
I don't know how many Bromsgrove have, do you, Rich?
I don't. I think it's around the 400 mark, though.
Yeah.
But I think it's around the 400 plus. And they have had an influx of new members over the last 4 or 5 months.
It used to be the case some years ago that people who finished football, cricket and rugby who were competitive used to obviously want to get involved with the sport. They can be competitive still.
Yes.
And it was golf or bowls. But that's less so now, I think, which is a shame. But
Darren's had a good result
yeah,
there.
that's a good bowl.
Nice little inside edge and push the jack through to Robbie's 2 bowls.
And it also used to be the case years ago, less so now, that you used to follow your father or grandfather into the game. I know I did. I followed my father
Right, yes.
into
yeah.
bowls, and I know John Cracknell did and Richard Mole did
Yeah.
also. So it's quite common.
Helen's just bowled a beauty.
A little short, but in the game.
Well, there's something I could say too, but I won't. Yeah, I think Helen just needs a
Just a yard.
yard.
Rich, you're like a kid in a sweet shop with
Ah,
these buttons.
good.
in
Yeah,
front of you.
I just wish I was okay with the numbers.
Did you used to play with Lego and Meccano as a child?
No.
Oh,
Well,
great bowl.
bowled,
Great bowl.
Well bowled, Ellen, yeah. Yeah.
For those who didn't catch that, an abacus was Richard's favourite toy.
Yeah. God, I ain't going to live this down, am I? I hope there's none of my enemies listening. Oh, they're all behind me.
So Richard here is eyeing that gap up to take the bowl out. So that's the sort of shot he would go for, isn't it?
Yeah.
On the backhand there, inside the short pink bowl, roll the shot bowl out. So John needs to get.
I'll be honest with you. I know we can see a gap, but that's got to be absolutely spot on. I mean.
No, he's looking at it. That's Richard's game.
That's all he will. I mean, if anything, he might be thinking of coming in between Steve Morris and Helen's bowl, hopefully to pick the bowl behind Helen's front wood. But that's trusting to a little bit of luck, I think. I thought John might have come round the back.
I didn't think he was meaning to be that short. I think that was a bad bowl. There we go, look.
Controlled way, but I think that'll go. Yeah, that's gone. That's gone. Well, that's opened it up a little bit more, but.
Yeah, perfect bowl would be 18 inches behind the jack.
I'm not going to disagree with Neil, but well done, Ellen. Drag him back.
Just like that.
Yeah. There's the voice of experience.
I think Richard will be really attacking this now.
A few years of bowling has gone into that decision.
Well, 42 years, yeah.
42 years.
I started when I was 15.
I mean, well, that certainly opened it all up.
Could be out of rink.
No, everything's still there.
No, it's still in.
Right, let's see if we can get a.
There we go.
There we go. There's that, viewers.
Who is shot, Rich? Who do you think?
I think Darren's shot.
Okay.
I think that's Darren's on the outside of the rink. There we know John's bowl swing. There we'll see it come round. Is it too fast? Oh, just dropped in.
Well,
Unlucky.
probably in by a yard. Yeah.
And another one in the ditch. Oh, that's. Oh, it looked as if Steve. It might have been Steve's holding then. Right, so. So I got it wrong again. I can't believe it.
It's not your night tonight,
it's
Rich.
It's not my night, no.
Don't bother with a lottery ticket.
That's right.
Especially electronically.
Yeah. I can't wait for Friday night to come. Oh, I think we've got you, Neil, Friday night. If you're
Oh,
playing.
we've got a league game, yes.
Yeah.
Even though I don't play, it's not my club, Bromsgrove. There is a league, an open league on a Friday night, which I do play in.
Yeah.
And it just so happens I'm playing Richard Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul Heathcote's team versus Ray Kellard. Neil playing for Ray Kellard and
Yeah.
me for Paul Heathcote. So yeah, it'd be very interesting. And of course, we are the underdogs.
Rich, you'll have me crying, you'll have me in tears in a minute.
It's the sympathy I want of you, not the tears. Oh yeah.
Good effort to career. Struggling for a yard, mate. Oh, shame. All over the land. How they going, Robbie?
Yeah. Steve's line's pretty good, just lacking that little bit of gunpowder, as some would say.
Even though the score is 7-0, it's not that important at this stage.
No.
Early in the game,
Go on, Bourne.
plenty of time to come back.
Hold and hurry. Hold and hurry. Oh, ball, mate.
Well, as Neil said, it's not.
Steve, that ball's
You can always pick that up in 2-3 ends.
In fact, we played in the County Fours final earlier in the week against John and Helen. We were 11-0 up, and we only won by 1.
Yeah.
So it's perfectly doable.
Oh, sweet round now, mate.
Yeah, it's not. It's always nice to get off to.
That's a good effort.
It's always nice to get off to a quick start, and it gives you that little bit of comfort
It does.
when
and
you're bowling. But
this is where the tactical game comes in, because if the team losing wins the end, then they'll undoubtedly change the length of the jack.
yes, yes,
Either bring the mat up or bowl a shorter jack to try and outfox the opponents.
oh, Robbie Bourne's bowled 3 lovely woods. Yeah,
Well, mate.
yeah.
No second draw then, Alan.
Rob, thank you. Now and then we just have to give a little thank you to the players for giving us line of vision.
Well, I've just noticed, Rich, with
Yeah.
my keen senses of observation, that it's the Battle of the Beards at lead,
Oh, right.
and Robbie Bourne, I think, is winning that battle.
Only of the beards.
Yes.
Come on. Every opportunity here. Come on, Helen. Really, you get here. Well, whoa. Second wood, well played. Brilliant.
Oh, what a beautiful
well played,
wood.
Helen.
Well bowled. As Neil alluded to earlier on, you the women bowling against the men, with it being a carpet, they don't have to struggle to push the bowl through and get it on the long length. So therefore it just shows that once they hit the mark, they can be as good as the men.
Absolutely. It's all to do with balance, really. If your delivery is repetitive and balanced, you can be consistent.
That's, yeah.
Go on, Dad. Hurry. Good, mate. No wood about.
Well, it's a similar wood from Ellen as her last.
Second ball. Just do the same again, really.
Yeah, you just want to reach with a yard.
Get us wood about. Not be attracting toys.
Yeah, just needed a bit more weight on that line. But this,
Weight's decent.
Yeah,
Weight's very decent.
she was probably in a little bit of two minds there, whether to just reach with a yard or dead draw, and she played the line for a little bit of running.
yeah, how many times have we done that? Gone to play one shot and played another.
See, the advantage of just playing a yard of weight is if you're on the outside of it, you come into a really good home at the back.
Yeah.
Once you leave it in the green,
Now,
your weight's really good again.
Team Malin have got two very good backwoods. So really, the idea now would be for Ellen to push her wood, push the jack, and
Yeah.
tuck it behind Rob's wood about 18 inches.
The further you run, the better.
Wow, two good woods from Ellen.
The only problem is for John is Richard's got the best two backs. If John gets the shot, he's very vulnerable behind.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Hopefully you can push Ellen's onto the jack. Is Darren a little bit too wide? I'm afraid so. Yeah. So that's what Richard's thinking. Try and push the jack through
Yeah.
and collect the two or more, depending on where his bowl goes.
John needs to be reaching on the backhand here with a yard. If he's outside the pink bowl, it's going to finish really well. If he gets the pink bowl, it's good.
Oh. Well. Well. This is interesting, viewers.
Richard will be attacking this.
No, it's still got.
So, as we said, John's vulnerable at the back now.
I know.
He's only got a dead draw on the backhand.
I can just see what's going through Richard Mole's head here. Pink out of the equation. I'll just rub this out so the viewers can see. How's that? That makes it a little bit.
You're getting the hang of this, Rich.
About that. This doesn't look too bad weight. Oh no. This wouldn't surprise me if Richard Mole went for the pink. If he got inside, he'd take the jack into the ditch for 4.
It's possible. He doesn't want to be drawing and turn the pink bowl in.
No.
See.
No, he'll be looking for that jack. Tight. Tight
Yeah,
and light. Oh, he's very light as well.
He was worried about turning the pink bowl in, I think.
Up and over on there, or if you are heavy, you're into those rather than going to the ditch.
Good call by Steve Norris. Well, John's high enough, and it's rolling.
Closer.
Yes, and he's drew it. He's drew it. Well bowled. Well bowled.
However, he's still vulnerable at the back. We've said
Yeah,
this
well,
all along this end.
Richard needs to take the jack
Yeah.
before. But
Bowls or jack.
yeah, he's got to be positive. He can't afford to be too lackadaisical. Well, found the gap.
Good effort.
Oh,
I think John was lucky to get away with that in there. He was in,
yes, yeah,
had no position.
that's right. One good thing about being commentating, you can't get up to do anything, so people have to buy you a drink.
I'm going to have to get up in a minute. I've got to go to the toilet.
Oh,
Rich.
God. Yeah.
Soon.
Okay, that's nice to know. That's nice to know, Neil. I'm sure the viewers are very happy about that. Good start by Steve. Won't be too unhappy about that. Well, this is the fifth end of 18.
Yeah, they played 5 ends now, and the quality of the bowls is getting better. Leading's getting better. They're getting used to the speed of the green. Very good bowl there. As we've seen already, the jack's not going to be stopping where it starts the whole game.
Yeah,
I'll be surprised if there's 5 ends where the jack stops where it was rolled by the lead.
that's right, yeah. So all of these players are capable of bowling the winning wood. If there's new viewers watching, the idea is for the leads to set the head up, the number twos to try and strengthen it and move it around if need be, depending on how the opposition has got it.
Good bowling.
Yeah, and then the skips make the decision with their latter bowls as to whether it should be smashed, drawn, or what.
Personally, if I'm skipping, I like to attack the head earlier rather than leave it to the last bowl.
And give you a chance.
Yeah, you've
then
got options then.
Yeah. I don't think that's a bad idea. I think a lot of people tend to wait, but there again, saying that, a lot of people tend to like to build the head up and make it bigger, so it's a better target for them. Because, as we said about Richard Mole and John Cracknell, they're both very, very good and very accurate.
Yeah.
A lot of people do struggle with,
Yes.
let's say, throwing the bowls up,
Yeah.
trying to smash things. They lose control, and
Yeah. It can be difficult to keep balanced if you're really playing a lot of weight.
yeah. I do know another bloke that's really good, and he's been good the last few games he's played, Paul Heathcote. Been very good at smashing his way to victory.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this commentating.
How come you're not in the final, Paul? Rich?
It's not in the final because I think John Cracknell knocked him out. I'm not sure, but anyway. That's a very good bowl by Ellen. Splits Robbie's 2 bowls. Well, 3 bowls. So well, Darren's attacking this.
Good effort. Unlucky, he's not going to stop on.
It's a lost ball though. It's a lost ball. I mean, really, you don't want to be losing those, not with Richard Mole's power, as we've seen.
Yeah, he's quite a quick driver, Richard.
Yeah.
Who's the quickest driver you've seen? You've played with and against?
Andy
Walters.
Andy Walters,
Yeah,
you're
me
there
too.
today.
Yeah.
You're there today.
Yeah. I think he's widely renowned as the quickest driver about.
It's like an express. I mean, the shoulders on the bloke can generate the force.
I played with Andy at Malvern for a few years, and I played in a game when he's hit the roof with the jack.
Malvern is though a low roof compared to most places. Yeah. But yes, I mean, how many times I think he keeps a score of how many times he smashes the jack up.
In half.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. Cheers. Thanks, Andy. But now he's another tactical bowl here. John wants Helen.
Not quite past. So he's playing a little runner on the backhand.
Yeah, both number twos are bowling to what their skip says, and I sometimes don't think it's their game, trying to put bowls in a certain spot.
You think they're both draw bowlers?
Well, yeah.
Just draw to the jack.
Yeah, I think that's what they prefer to do, because they're both. I mean, I think Darren's was more of a lead than anything at one time, and I know Helen likes leading, but yeah.
There's not much of a difference though if you're just playing 1 or 2 yards. It's the full drive that you're not used to if you lead.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Keep you well hydrated.
Yeah. It's nice having a good following. Autographs are free, lads. Oh. Well, John. Oh, if he gets on Robbie's back wood, that ain't bad.
It's a good ball in the game.
Thing is now, it's putting Richard Mole in a bit of a situation where I don't know whether it's his sort of game where he needs to sort of mess about. He likes to be positive.
Yeah, I think he's still going to play a little runner on the backhand to try and chip the second ball across.
Oh, we do apologise for the screen freezing now and then, but that's part and parcel of technology.
And it's not you this time.
Exactly, it's something else. Yeah. It's a bit of a funny head though, isn't it, Neil, really?
Yeah, neither skipper are looking to add to the count. It's 1 to John at the moment, I believe.
Yeah.
He's going to be hard pressed to get another one, so he's defending and covering. And Richard's got very little back position, so he can't afford to play too much weight.
Exactly, yeah. That's what I say, I don't think it suits Richard. It probably suits John more than Richard.
John doesn't need to do anything too fancy here because he's 8-0 up.
That's
He
right.
doesn't want to give shot away.
If they keep just going 1-1-1,
Yeah,
the
it's
odd
another.
two, it builds up. The pressure
Yeah.
builds up.
So they played 121 ends. So it's.
Oh, thanks,
It's,
thanks, Neil. That's all I needed.
there's only another 13 left.
I'm going to have one more go.
If you can't do it, Rich, we'll go and get a 5-year-old off the street just to
Thank
come in
you.
and give you a
Thank
hand.
you very, very much for those few kind words.
Oh,
I hope.
then that has changed the head.
Right.
John's scratching his head, so I'm not sure if he's down now.
Could be two. Could be two, and if it is, then Richard.
Where are the rings, Rich? Where are the rings?
Ah, right. Well,
This is a technical problem we haven't overcome yet.
yeah. This is one of those things with.
So John has quite a few woods at the back here, or bowls at the back. So I wonder if he'll be attacking this.
I think he thinks Richard will.
He must be holding shot. It's a blocker. So he's purposely bowled one short in the way of Richard's predicted next shot.
Right.
So I think we can assume the front bowl on the left is still shot.
Yeah. What are you, John? Two? Yeah, just two, holding two, John things.
Yeah, I think he may be thinking he's going to get this out of rink. So this might be a flat out drive.
I mean, what do you... Oh, I mean, he fell.
This is where shin pads will be useful.
Yeah. Interesting. I think it's in the lap of the gods. Oh. Well, like we say, pressure building.
Yeah, so far this game is following the same pattern each end. It doesn't look like changing
No.
soon, unless Richard starts hitting something.
Ellie, can you...
Oh, nice.
1,695 ends. Oh, that was it. I'll use that. So that's 6.
Go on, Sid.
Oh, well done, Richard.
Yeah,
Well done, Richard. You finally cracked it.
I did. I didn't need any help either.
No, not at all.
He believes you do.
Gary Lineker, eat your heart out. As you can tell, I've got a lot of fans around me helping me out. Larry Gilligan, yeah.
Perfect place, almost.
So really, this needs to be up.
Do you want a Snicker?
That's okay. Yeah, good goal there. Something you can build on.
Your own or inside it. Literally that.
The only trouble with still bowling the forehand here, he could easily run into his own with a good weight and get nothing.
Right with that. Further it comes, the better, mate. Come on. Round your right. You know what you're doing. Shot ball, mate.
Yeah.
Well bowled.
Yeah, very well bowled.
And a good place as well. Certainly covered the backhand anyway. What am I on about? Forehand.
Got the jack?
Oh, well bowled, Robbie Bourne.
Yeah, very, very good.
Yeah. That was what he needed.
Yeah, so Helen's under pressure now for a change and needs to draw a very close bowl.
Right. Wanted to rest on Robbie's back bowl.
Yes. If she does rest on the back bowl and falls back in, it's locked in. So even a weighted shot is not going to shift it. So this will be a high five if she gets this. Rests the back bowl, locks in.
That's all it is. Literally all it is. You road, keep that. Couple.
In the game back there though. You can't be short because you're going to be blocking yourself out. So it's essential that you reach.
Essential now that Darren starts to get some bowls into cover.
The thing is with Darren, he's having to play little runners so far in the game, which isn't his strength, is it?
No. Don't think that helps the situation either.
Has she got good weight?
Great effort.
Yeah, good try that one.
Yeah.
Passed as well, nothing in the way, so it's still there.
This is better from Darren.
So there's nothing else on, just a dead draw.
Better line, but his weights.
Not reaching.
That's the problem when you've been bowling a few weighty woods, isn't it? Is getting back to the draw line.
Drop 2 feet. Now in the jack.
good line. Just hasn't got the weight. This is better from Darren.
It's a good line.
Now, this is where John sometimes really excels.
Looks a good line for his bowls. Is he up?
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Brilliant,
Well played.
brilliant. Superb.
High five.
I'd think about having him in my team. Not a lot.
So Richie's got exactly the same shot really to turn that bowl out. 2 bowls, 2 rolls for 3.
Is this a bit heavy? No, 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 it is. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit too heavy.
I mean, fair play to Team Morris. They're certainly keeping the pressure on.
Of course, the Bromsgrove, of course, is still in the Wessex League, aren't they? Semi-final, is it, Rich?
That's right, yes.
So I think
Sunday.
five of these 6 players, it's a men's competition, are in the squad.
That's
I believe.
correct, yeah.
I think the is it semi-final against Welford at Tamworth
Tamworth, that's correct,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
this weekend.
If any of the Bromsgrove Wessex players are listening, don't forget the clocks.
Of course. It's 11 o'clock start. Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit heavy again. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. Oh. Nearly.
Let's see if Richard can adjust with his last wood, last bowl. Just lose some weight. It was a good line.
I think he's tight.
Hasn't got the weight this time.
No. Very unusual. 3 loose woods by Richard. That's
Yeah,
not
he's-
normally the
No,
case.
he's normally very, very good at that sort of shot.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Neil's just going to take a break now. Just to let everybody know that new members are welcome at Bromsgrove Indoor Bowling. Anybody who's thinking of taking it up are more than welcome to come down, have a look, see what they think. We have people down here that will talk them through what they need to know. And hopefully you'll come along and well, enjoy the day. Steve's just dropped a little bit short there. Good start from Robbie Bourne. Expect Steve to get one in here. All right, he's dropped one short, one long, and Robbie's put one nearly jack-eye. I certainly need to get going, Neil, otherwise could be a bridge too far, so to speak. Third of the way through the match.
That's right, that's right. I really need to win this end. To be fair, they haven't really looked like picking a count up yet, let alone one.
No, they've been in with the shout getting one, but that's about it really, hasn't it? Well, Steve's just had a nice little tickle, probably second wood now. But Team Morris just need to keep it tight and steady.
Yeah, they just need woods in the head.
That's it, yeah.
Something just... You've always got to be conscious when you're playing against Richard Mould of the back position.
That's
ideally
right.
have best back. He's unlike in today. He's missed a few. He's normally very good at that sort of shot.
He is. Well, it's probably one of his strong points, really.
Yeah.
Right, let's see what Ellen can do. Just mention Helen's qualified for Nottingham.
I believe she's playing early next week, isn't she?
Oh,
Singles.
Is that what it is next week? I didn't know when it was, but
Yeah. I think it's possibly the 28th.
right. 28th of March, so Neil's a little bit more up on the knowledge than me, but yeah, she qualified. She beat somebody from Northampton at Avon Valley about 10 days, a fortnight ago. And I know she's over the moon about it, which
It's never easy to qualify.
no, it's a good achievement.
The strange thing about Worcestershire is that there are two clubs, Malvern and Bromsgrove, and we're in different areas for the national championships, which is a little bit unusual.
Yeah.
So Malvern are in go south, so they're Gloucestershire,
Right.
Herefordshire, Wiltshire, North Somerset area,
Yes.
and obviously Bromsgrove go north and east.
Warwick and Northampton.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, well bowled.
Yeah, a toucher.
Well, it's certainly it's
You can,
certainly in Morris's favour here.
Yeah, you can actually mark the bowl. It's a toucher, so you can actually mark it straight away as soon as it's stopped, or you can wait until the next person's let go of their bowl and it's on the way up the green before you can mark it.
Yeah, I think
Some people choose to go either way.
I think a lot of people are good enough to wait if
I
the
do.
person's on the mat.
Yeah.
If they're not, then yeah, go ahead and do it. Yeah, the nice thing about the bowls is the etiquette. It's mostly good.
Old Helen.
Well,
Good bowling.
3 good bowls there, improved every time.
Round of applause even.
Yeah, that's from her husband.
Oh. A deserved round of applause though for 3
Well,
good bowls.
definitely. Yeah, Ellen's husband, he's a golfer. That's his love of sport.
Well, in fact, Richard Mole is a greenkeeper at the golf club.
Yeah, Blackwell, yeah.
So he was up at the crack of dawn this morning,
Yeah.
tending the greens in the fairways.
Yes. Yeah, Blackwell Golf Club. Oh, John playing the backwood here, I believe. Darren's got the best back at the moment. John's looking to emulate that.
Yes, good bowl.
Yeah, good place, good place.
I think Richard will maybe play just a little bit of weight on the forehand here, just to get an edge
Yeah.
off. Yes,
Yeah,
just
he
a
doesn't.
yard or two.
He doesn't look too happy. I think that's mainly
Bowl
because
here.
I think that's mainly because things are not quite running their way, and it does get a bit frustrating, as Neil will tell you from past matches he's played. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Things don't materialise.
Yeah, I mean, when you play weight into a head, there's a lot of luck involved. The more bowls you've got in the head, the better. And if you haven't got many bowls in the head and you play weight, the chances are you're not going to get the shot.
Yeah.
It's a game of percentages, and what are the odds on getting something? That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Unbelievably, you might not seem it, but it's a game of maths, bowls. What are the odds? What are the percentages of getting any particular shot?
Well, this is it, isn't it? As we said before, on your day you'll get every shot. When it doesn't click, it just frustrates.
So he's hoping for a bit of luck here.
And he's got it. No.
Oh, well, that was a very unusual spin on the bowl there.
As we said earlier on, power can make bowls go all over the blooming place.
Have you got a button for a slow motion replay there, Rich? Talk?
No, afraid not. I'm afraid if people blink quickly, they might get that camera effect. That's about it. That's about all you're going to get from us. Oh, John's bowled another beaut.
Yeah, well played.
Certainly putting the pressure on. I mean,
So I think he's got to play weight again here. He's 3 down.
I think what he wants to do is put it out of rink, because there's that many things being covered that. But with playing weight, everything seems to be against him, except for Robbie's backwood. But I can't see how he can possibly get it out there.
I mean, there's 2 chances. He can play weight down the backhand and hit the front pink bowl, stun through for shot, or he can get an edge off it and jack out a rink.
Well, that's what I would imagine he'd be looking for. I think he'd be very happy with the jack out a rink, how things are. Oh, controlled. Controlled and... Oh, well bowled. And he could have made that.
Could be 2.
Could be 3 if it's 2.
Yeah, could be.
3. Three, measuring for 4. A cracking result.
I'm afraid we haven't quite got the luxury of potters where everybody plays with a coloured set of bowls so you can tell whose is who.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of people playing with dark black bowls here, which it's hard to say quite which one's which.
That's right.
Looking at our monitor.
I mean, normally the coloured stickers are tell you, but as our old Brom's Grove, that's blown that out the water.
Yeah.
4. I think that's 4. A bit of a result there. Let's put them back. Brought them back into the game a little bit there. As Neil said, multiples needed.
Straight away, look, Robbie's taken the mat up
Yeah.
a fair few yards, so it's changing it completely here. So
Well,
sometimes if you're a lead and you haven't bowled the jack for a while and you try to bowl a short jack, you can be too short, which is less than 23 metres. So a minimum length jack's 23 metres. So I don't think Robbie played the first end, so he probably wouldn't have bowled the jack.
we're here now, 67 ends. No. Oh, we've even knocked the what's it off now?
So this is really a really short
We're all
jack,
over the place now.
and this close to minimum
Knocked the
length.
scores off, knocked the names off. We've really gone we've really gone to town here. Sorry viewers, not my best
Right, so now we've got the picture, we can see it's very, very short.
you'll have to rely on me telling you the score, I'm afraid. I've lost it.
Did you ever have it?
Well, no, this is as Paul Heathcote will tell you, my personal secretary. When it comes to technology, I haven't got a blooming clue.
Next one. Crafty Road. You're the other way now.
So as we can see here, this is a completely new length, and the head is spread already. It's very much a rhythm game. If you bowl the same length every single end, you'll have a really good head. People will be used to muscle memory, used to bowling that length, but now we've changed it. It's a real test.
And sometimes it can make you look silly, can't it?
This is ideal for Richard Mole's team because they were being outdrawn. So a tactical change like this is what was required.
Oh, Steve Morris has bowled an absolute perler. Stuck out a little bit, so it'll be a target. I'm sure Darren will be coming that end to rest it.
Nah, it's just foul back now, so that's just short of jack. So this will be a test for Darren as well now, to see if he can adapt to the length.
I do know Darren, Rob, Jimmy and Keith Alders normally practice these quite a lot. But like everything you can practice it, it's always on the day. It's always on the day.
Yeah.
Even if you are past Darren's kitchen there, it's maybe third ball. As long as you're beating Steve's at the back, you're third.
So ideally, Helen is looking to play onto Steve's now, push and stop.
Well,
That would be
I
perfect.
think she's been called the other way.
Go on then.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yep.
Wow, that does surprise me. If Helen played the shot before they do, it really kills it.
Well, this is it. Yeah.
When I say they, I mean Richard Mole's
The
triple, of
opposite
course.
team,
Yeah,
yeah.
the opposition.
With a big relax, your second.
Not a bad place though. That does make Darren's a little bit awkward if he does get any push through. It's a little bit wide and heavy, I think.
John sees it a different way to me.
Up's good though, Mel. Further you get now. Further you get. Keep your weight, tighten them up slightly. Get the inside end off, Robbie, to get the shot.
Oh, Darren's tightened his line just a little bit, I think, and
Yeah, they're interested.
yeah. Yeah, and he's got
Could
it.
be. Yeah, well bowled, Darren. Got the shot.
Yeah. Well, that's what Helen wants now. Push her bowl onto the jack, push it through 6 inches.
But you see what I was saying, Rich?
Yes.
If Helen would have played that shot first, pushed onto Steve's, it would have killed that. The
That
angle
way
wouldn't have
in,
been there to get the jack.
and they'd got a couple of bowls waiting anyway, hadn't they? So I'll tell you what, this isn't a long way away.
Whatever happens here, this is a stunning effort.
Oh, well bowled. Well
Oh,
bowled.
Helen.
3 cracking bowls there.
Little clap from the husband again.
Yeah, well, he's
Knows-
impressed. He's
Knows which
impressed.
side his bread is buttered.
Carries on like that, might be worth a Guinness. According to the scores now. And the scores.
And the scores.
Lost the scores.
I've lost everything, Helen.
No, you haven't.
Scores.
411 is right.
Yeah, but I ain't got it on the machine.
That's because you pressed that.
And I ain't got the names. Look, down.
Basically.
16 or 18? 18.
She just swore, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you do. You've touched that, that's why. N67.
Stop here, could you?
Well done, Rick.
I put 16 on the board, but nobody's played 16. Everybody's played 18 without
We got
looking.
into the game playing 16, didn't we? Couldn't notice 18 ends before we started, did we? We played 16 ends when we played you.
Did we?
Yeah, you and the 2 ladies. I'm not sure you can change it halfway through the game.
Is it 16 or 18? We've played 16 all the way. It's on the rules, isn't it?
Oh, you played 16.
Sorry?
Everybody.
We played 16 against you. We played the semi-finals 16 as well.
People have been saying to me, you've been playing
played 16 against Cruisers and played 16 against Worcestershire.
It's very close by Richard Mole there. Trying to just push Ellen's front wood onto the jack and push it through. John bowling wide, getting a bit of cover on the side in case Richard does clip Ellen's pink bowl across. Richard's in a bit of a quandary here.
Oh, you think, mate? I mean, you're not going to be any worse off.
Oh, Richard's going to have a little bit of a run, I think. Yeah. And caught half a wood. Yeah, that gives John a chance with his last bowl. Just push Ellen forward. So they're definitely holding one. Well, John's got a good wood coming in here. This is very good. Oh, just needed an ounce of weight. Right.
But people have not looked at the board. Not people have been playing 18, so they've not looked. So I was in there. Steve Morris played 18 first game before he realised. And then the second game they played 60. So it's tricky. It's tricky.
All the stuff and outwards. 23 balls instead of 4 bears and all that. It's just been chaos. And you go to places and people don't know what
Right, very close. Well,
You're talking to? Who all say 16 ends?
hey,
Well, then
calm
that's
it.
your one then. Yeah, cross your head. Cross me and all. I'm playing with you again. You're complete as a dickhead. 16 ends. 16 ends.
Oh dear. little bit of a dispute on
Yeah, there just seems a little confusion of how many ends the game is on the rules at the start of the tournament. It was 16 ends.
Right, let's get back to the bowling. Steve Morris has just bowled an absolute corker. Let's get it, how's that? No, not quite. Well bowled.
Bowled Helen.
Certainly coming to the fore, Ellen.
Yeah, she's picked her game up now.
Play your shot, Hel. finishing up.
Or Sunday. You've got to plug it in. I'll put it on that.
Have a look at this as well, Al.
What's that? Just a little.
There you go. Oh, it's not switching camera.
Al, where are you going?
So it switches to the end camera.
Yeah.
Guns are loose, I don't know. I'm not going to follow it.
I wonder if the battery's low on that one.
Yeah, sorry to the viewers, we seem to have a camera down that's behind the bowls, so we'll have to look from the different angle, I'm afraid.
If it's the battery off, there's another one in it. Oh, now I can't see, so
Both the organisations, anyway, the EIBA and policy, the number of times things have changed in the last 3 or 4 years. It's ridiculous. But now you've got outdoors, you've got bowls in, you've got 4s or 8s in there. Is it for the 4s or is that starting to see? But last week, bowls in.
Oh, something else has gone down now, the camera's gone down. Side camera. Sorry viewers,
Oh dear.
we're
Some
losing cameras here.
technical glitches.
it's on your screen, isn't it?
No,
On there, is it not?
no, that's only this camera's working.
I can get the power pack for it.
Yeah, I'm afraid viewers, we're losing battery power. Do apologise for this. It's just like being on the radio, isn't it?
Bowls doesn't work very well on the
No,
radio.
it doesn't.
What was that? Richard's got a face for radio.
Certainly has. Certainly has.
I'm not even sure about that.
Roll on Friday.
I need that to hang it off the.
Yeah.
I'll go down in a minute. I'll go down this way.
I think everyone's
I know.
Yeah, we're it's all
What have you done?
nothing. I haven't touched it. Just went down. Just come up, come up. Don't know what's happened to these.
Did a message come up at all?
No, just
Okay, we've lost cameras then. After it hasn't been very pleasant anyway.
no.
I'll make the meeting next week. Yeah, I'd like to order another shirt, but I think the next size up to what I had with the other one, I think. Is it the coat or the shirts that run out big?
Shirts, the coats are big, the jackets are big.
Well, I think I had extra large. I think maybe a double extra large.
Shirts.
Yeah. No? XL. Can I order another XL then?
He's got some.
Yeah.
I've got extra small. Get over my head. Well, viewers, it looks like battery packs have gone down on our cameras, so at the moment we're just yeah, Robbie's got two half decent woods there, but I don't think they'll, unless they get a push up, I don't think they'll be the ones counting. Steve just dropped about a yard short.
Yeah, it's a bit longer than the last couple of ends. People are just dropping a bit short.
Oh, that looks a bit tight for Rob's woods. Yeah, he's turned his back on it. And Steve's put a little bit more into this, it looks a lot better.
Better effort, mate. Well done.
Yeah, better place.
I need to speak to Rob's fitness.
Well, Neil, it's just dropped off a bit, hasn't it? After that little bit of
It's a
disagreement.
3.5 hour sort of game's a long time to maintain a standard.
Yes.
You get lulls and peaks and troughs during a long period like that.
Yeah, I think the players have lost a little bit of concentration at the moment. Yeah, we normally say this as any skip will tell you, ignore the bowl, just bowl what you've got to bowl. If you keep thinking about anything that might be in your line, you normally hit it.
Still there, still all there for a draw for a close bowl.
Yeah, I think Darren's a little bit wide here myself, but yeah. Well, Helen's got good weight. Sorry? Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
That one's the dodo is rock and red line.
Yeah.
But I can put the power pack into it, but I don't know how to reconnect it.
Yes.
I don't know which app it is.
Yeah.
It's only 10 seconds.
Come on, guys.
What app it is, I don't know what it is.
The story.
The power packs are in the cabinet.
Wow. What a loose end this is.
Yeah. Yeah, just gone a little bit flat from our point of view, viewers, but I'm sure they'll pick the pace up again. Oh, she can just get round the back of Robbie's. Yes, this is good. This is, yeah. Oh, bowled. Super wood.
That's the winner.
Yeah, she's bowling some good woods now.
Yeah, she's up to game, Helen.
It's a bit tight to me. Just hit the outside of Robbie's wood. Mind you, that's given John a clearer way in. Just like to tickle that about half a dozen inches now.
Put one on that one, but I don't know how to check it. It just comes up with the app screen. Is there an app I have to press? No. Batteries are gone flat. It's right down the red, right down the dead almost.
Oh, John's got one here. Oh, just a little
Good
bit shy. I think Richard will want to trail this or rest Ellen's wood here, Neil.
It's just a dead draw, isn't it? I don't think there's a lot
It's
on.
a bit wide,
dead
isn't it?
draw.
It's a bit wide and heavy.
I've connected the power pack, but I don't know how to turn it. Connect it onto the app.
Any more pack?
I'm in the cupboard now. I get it. The button and the bottom needs on.
And John will be trying to get one. What do you think? Just in front would be ideal of the jack.
Get me another pack.
I think he's a bit shy
I
here,
don't think he
Neil.
likes that one.
No, a bit shy. Neither here nor there for John, that is.
What a strange head.
Yeah. Mind you, it happens, doesn't it? You know, one or two persons have put a bit of gap between, and then others do the same, and you just can't understand it somehow. This is, well, I don't know. Just staying out again. Oh, it's given John the chance now to draw 2. Well, he's got good height. Maybe too much, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, well bowled, well bowled, well bowled. Yep, super.
Right.
That's the one on the bottom. So Cameron needs tapping on. All right, okay. You're gonna have to make do with end cameras, Reece. I'm not gonna bother with the side cameras, all right?
Yeah, that's not a problem, but needs that doing up there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that one.
Yeah.
Richard, is that a tip for the waiter?
She knows how to turn the app on.
Yeah, yeah. Ellen keeps saying to me, "I'll show you how to do."
I know how to connect the rail back. It's just what you do with the phone to get it back linked to that.
Linked up.
But
Yeah,
that one will pay. There's a spare power back for that if that goes.
yeah.
There's a spare one for that end if that goes. So you'll have it
Yeah,
lifted.
good bowl by Steve there. Good start.
Yeah, viewers, I'm afraid we've only got the end cameras when Ellen fires this one up. So if there's any bodies in the way, I do apologise. We'll just have to go with how it is. Just get his head.
We'll try and get it sorted, but you know, and then we'll let everybody know tomorrow.
No, don't bother about me. I only helped you out the weekend. That was it.
Right, but you came in, Rich, and you played really
No,
well.
but no, if you got a problem, I don't mind. I ain't got a problem. It makes it easier and no hassle.
Well, no, I appreciate that, but you played really well. You made me look at it, which is useful.
Also,
Put the power back on and then they should pick it up now. It's not working at the moment, is it?
no. If you can bear with us till Ellen's bowled her 3 woods, we might. Yeah.
Another one? Yeah. This one, you know.
looks a better bowl from Helen. Looks as if she's put a little bit more weight, tightened her line. Darren's tightened his line as well, so has he got the weight? Don't think he's there. No. Yeah, Helen's got a good line here.
Well played, Helen, again.
Every time Helen says no, it's terrible. I guarantee she'll do something with it.
Yeah, she's very self-critical, Helen, isn't she?
She
Very
is,
perfectionist.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because she has got through in the area singles.
She's very, very, yeah.
So she set herself high standards.
That's right, yeah. I mean, it's a good thing in one respect, but sometimes it can just make you look a bit silly when you bowl some bowls. But, yeah. Right, let's get this end out of the way, and I'm sure we'll be back onto two end cameras. Right, Richard wants to move something again. He's straight up the middle. Well, he certainly moved a few. 5 or 6 gone there, so. Like we said before, and we'll say it again, a power bowl, and there's about 5 woods on the back of the rink.
Yeah, I'm not sure who shot now.
No.
Looks like John's still shot because he's on the high side.
Yeah, I think the right-hand bowl, the left-hand bowl could be Steve's, and we can see Helen's pink bowl on the right. So there might be a couple there. Trouble is for Richard, that one right up the middle. But there again, I can't see what they've got behind. So it's. No, we're still doing the radio commentary at the moment with. Well, that's certainly.
Got the jack.
Got the jack. What's that made? John's scratching his head, so that's put him in a bit of a dilemma.
reckon. Get it.
Lovely, what a star. Yeah. Oh. Might be holding one then, John.
Yeah, it's hard to say who shot from it.
Yeah. How Darren intimated that shot, it looked as if that was against. It looks as if he wants to take the jack through, but I don't know.
He might have been playing the front bowl out for a big count.
Mm. Oh, it's bowling to draw by the look of it. Well, that's poor from Richard's standards.
One to Richard.
Yeah. Oh, really, that was a poor head. That was for the bowlers. But saying that, they've got one and back.
You know the game Sunday? You know the game we had on Sunday? Very similar.
It's all right now. Sorry.
They just didn't go back to the. That's it. I'm happy now. There, we're up, back and running now. There we go.
Yeah, we've got to change the length again here, very short, so take a few bowls to get adjusted. Okay. You okay for a drink? I'm all right.
Oh, this looks better from Robbie.
Yeah, great,
Yeah.
great bowl. Well adjusted.
Well, Steve's got a good line. What's his weight like?
No vote.
Oh, what a line. Yeah, a little bit disappointed with that. Oh, this is better from Steve. Second wood. He'll be happy with
well
that
adjusted.
now. Darren's Be hoping he can push the jack
Yeah, would
back a
bowl
couple
or
of
jack
foot.
here.
Yeah,
Needs to get the right weight.
just a bit heavy, isn't it? Yeah. But Richard likes it where it's finished. More bowls there to be pushed to. Yeah, Ellen's been bowling a few good woods just of late. Let's hope she's still in the groove. She thinks that's a bit too heavy, but believe me, that at the back isn't going to be a bad wood.
Very good bowl.
That's a good wood, that is. Yeah. That's probably second prize in one respect.
Darren's closer this time.
I think he's under. He could be given.
Very good bowl.
Yeah.
Just looking to draw inside that bowl. You wait till your last bowl's left, and that bowl is the weight.
That's another thing about John. He gives you some good.
A running commentary.
Yeah. 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 He gives you good information. Well,
Hitting either of Darren's bowls is the target. Take your pick. You hit that one, you get a pair away. You hit that one, the jack's going through.
yeah, we'll see if Ellen's been practicing this sort of shot for quite.
Has she?
Yeah, she's been on the ring 6, giving it a little bit of a go.
I think it's the first time she's had to play a weighted bowl.
She's not far off, I tell you. Hey? That was unlucky.
Yeah,
She was
very-
in the vicinity.
Yeah, good bowl.
In the vicinity, that's the.
Much better head now.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, on ring 6, the other day, she was practicing that sort, just putting one bowl the side of the jack about 8 inches and just running up at it, see what she can do. So. And viewers, and bowlers, this is what you got to do. You got to practice as well. It's no good just coming and bowling. You've got to try shots out that you don't see in the game, or you only see once every now and then in the game.
Yeah.
And of course, you come up against them once in every so many matches. You just lose the focus on what you have to do.
The thing is with indoor though, there's not a lot of green space free, is there, for practicing?
That's true.
Certainly
That's
in
true.
Bromsgrove, more
No.
so in Malvern, but
That's true.
it's not always available, is it, to actually get a spare ring to practice?
No.
I should definitely be there week Friday. On a Wednesday, Friday, I'm at a ladies' night, and then all of next week I'm off anyway. So I'll probably get there for the
Oh, John needs to take a little bit out of this. Oh, I think he's a bit light and tight myself.
Just a yard underweight.
Yeah, we'll park a few bikes one day. Right, Darren's called Richard to draw this. What he don't want to leave is a bit of a shoulder or anything for John to play a little bit of weight, push the jack through for 2 or 3. It's not very often John misses an opportunity like that if it does arise. That's not it's not made it any easier, has it?
I think John will be happy to settle for one down here.
I think so, yeah.
Doesn't appear to be any plants on to take those pink balls.
No, the wide black bowls over this side, blue bowl, sorry, of Steve, probably a bit too wide for him to. Right. Is he hoping to come off Rob's bowl? Straighten up. Well, what a bowl! What an absolute peach! You can't. I mean, even the professionals would be happy with that, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, that was a game of the bowl of the game,
yeah.
actually. It's a long way back from here. I could have just maybe won the game.
Well, I'd still. I think even you would say at least another 2 ends would like to be.
Yeah,
you'd like to win another couple of ends just to.
Wow, yeah.
Although, sorry, it's 16 ends,
I think
isn't it?
yeah,
16
John
ends.
wins
Sorry,
his,
I was
John
thinking it
wins
was
his
18.
end, they might shake hands.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking it was 18 ends, but it's only 16 as per the rules. So I was wrong letting people think it was 18 earlier on, but there was a bit of confusion over that.
Yeah, it was 16 in the rules from the start, but early on in the tournament, people didn't look at the rule and just played 18. But I think everybody knew after a little while.
Yeah, I think people took it from last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Where rules had been changed from 21 ends to 18
That's
ends
right.
to 16 ends and whatever because of the COVID and other situations that arose. But I'm sure, me and Neil talking about it now, I'm sure that'll all be put right next year for the county and everybody will know exactly what's what.
Well, this is a good start for this end, isn't it? This is a much better start from both bearded leads.
Yeah. Yeah, Robbie's a little bit tight, I think. Yeah. But I must admit, Robbie don't like that end. tell you what, that might be 4 feet short, but I'm sure Richard's probably thinking, yuck. I know that seems to make me think that he's going to fire all the time, but really his players aren't really getting a lot in the head.
No, they've had fewer bowls in the head than John's triple.
Yeah, and it's definitely made it difficult to bowl and set up a good, well, like we say, a good winning score. As you say, I mean, he fired the one time and got 4 out of it, but you have to say that's a little bit more luck than judgment. He'd have been happy to have just won the head, I think. You know, getting 4 was an added bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Good line for Ellen. Rest it. Not
Good
bad.
place.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. I think there is a little trail on the forehand for Darren. Lock on the shot bowl or trail the jack.
Yeah.
Just needs to reach with a yard.
Oh, I think as Neil just said, that's what he was trying, but he was a little bit
Just
heavy and wide.
yard too heavy, yeah.
And then a bad line again for Ellen.
A little tighter, is it?
Weight's good.
I don't think you need commentary to know what John just said there.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah,
specific.
Ellen's gone higher.
Yeah. Is she up?
Go on. Get up.
I think Darren was walking before he bowled that one. We'll see John now covering, I believe. Can't afford not to, I think. Funny, isn't it, how all the one side's bowls are the one side and the others are the other. Hey? Yeah, John's covering. Oh.
Still there.
Well, silly as it sounds, I think they're holding about 5. So.
Key thing is the right weight here, is to play the right weight.
Well, this isn't too bad. Yeah, well bowled.
Yeah, John will be attacking this now
I
for
think
sure.
he will, yes.
Is it 3?
Yeah. The only trouble is he hasn't got no bowls over here, so yeah, he's looking to have a little run at this, and he's not too far away. Right, I'll be happy with that.
You will.
Yes, he will. He will be happy with that one down. That is a bonus.
Yeah. I think Richard just can play a yard around the front short pink bowl on the forehand, just enough weight to push it out.
Behind their bowl and the bowl.
Let's just give a little bit of protection on the forehand.
Yeah. Just depends what these three woods on the right hand side at the back are.
He may decide to play on the backhand now and just play under the shot bowl and turn the pink away. Even if he plays onto the shot bowl and brings it further back, it's probably pretty good. Yeah. So he's looking to play the shot bowl onto the jack or just under it.
You don't want to take his though. Will be two now. One. Two.
Matt back and short. Carl, Chris, playing long left and right.
Well, 3 ends to go, 7 shots. The diff. Oh, this looks a little bit short. Steve,
Good,
now put the pressure on now.
All on your plates here, mate. Come on.
Struggling. Well, that's gone a lot further than I thought.
Yeah, roundabout.
Yeah, 18 inches. Yeah, nice little toucher from Rob.
Half a ball in front, close as you can. Straight up.
A little bit tight, Steve. Tight and light.
Go.
That's not good. Could have done with being up there really, just to cover the back.
Yeah. I'm not the best bowler around, but if I had one criticism of Steve, I would say, even though he bowls to get to the jack, he seems to have more that lies short rather than goes through.
Yeah, maybe at this time of night when everybody's off the green, the heating goes off.
Yeah,
The green
could
gets
well
slower. It catches a lot of people out.
be. Yeah, could well be.
It's worse at Malvern when the heating goes off. It goes really cold quickly, slows
Yeah.
down dramatically.
Right.
Even here it does.
No, it's just a little observation I've sort of picked up over the year, a couple of years sort of thing. Steve seems to always be, when he's on, he's always there or thereabout. He seems to have more just in front than just behind. That's, I'm not saying it's wrong or right, it's I mean, when you look at it, sometimes those short woods are a bloody eyesore, really, from a bowler's point of view. Right, that'll change the hand now.
An open draw. Shot bowl is a bowl behind, second bowl's a bowl in front.
It's a bit high, I think.
Well, we've got nothing through, Helen, so that's not the end of the world. Really not the end of the world. Remember your road.
That's a good bowl.
Lose a foot off your last, your second bowl, Helen, so you weren't screaming by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, this looks nice, Helen. Ooh. Well,
That was unlucky. He
Wow.
just pulled the jack round the corner. That was looking really good.
Yeah, yeah. It's out in the open a little bit now.
Yeah, still there to. John can't afford to be too mad at this. Take his own pink bowl out.
No, I think John will just try and get up to the jack or Richard's bowl. Well, it's a good line, isn't it? Hey.
I'm all the way.
Well bowled, yeah. Well, it certainly made it a lot better for Team Morris. It stopped them. Well, what would you be doing, Neil? Coming the other way and... Oh, well, I don't know.
I think he's got too short down there. He can afford to.
He's
reach
too
through that.
tight there, isn't he? It's too tight there. And that ain't going to help his cause. Yeah. John will definitely come the other way. And they really need to, Team Malin really need to win this end. To be 8 behind with 2 to play would, well, it takes me back to another pairs the other night. Somebody picked up a 6.
Oh, the pet, yes. 6 on the last but one end.
Yeah, yeah. That was a little bit of a laughing moment, wasn't it?
Come on, John, run it.
Well bowled.
Well bowled.
Well bowled.
Oh, very good bowling.
That is.
Top class.
That's really, he'll be looking at Ellen's bowl to go on to the blue one. No, he's looking at his and Robbie's. I think he's been given too many big shots to play. I don't know what you think, Neil.
It's normally his forte.
It
He's normally
is.
very good at playing into the head.
That is right, but sometimes it can
Early
be
on,
that
yeah.
that bridge too far, can't
Yeah.
it? You know. It's I mean, 2 shots now, 17, 9 in front. He's going to play Robbie's if he can. He's tight. He's too tight. Yeah. He just doesn't look right on the mat when he lets it go. Two.
What do you want to ask too late?
That's what it is on in the rules. Right, playing end 15, 17-8. It's a real tough target now. And it will be if Steve puts 2 or 3 decent bowls on. This don't look bad at all. Good start.
Oh, great start.
Yeah. It's just what the opposition don't want to see. And Robbie, that looks a bit racy to me. Yeah. Looks better, Robbie. Oh, he's dropped it short. I thought he was a lot better. Now, what does he want Helen to do? Is this the worst part of the job now, having to come out to all the finals? Or the good part?
It's quite a hectic couple of weeks because
Yeah.
you've got to try and get all the finals in before the nationals start.
Yes, yes.
All about differentiating now. Further you get, right, do it that. Well played, covering and counting, that's cool.
Oh, Darren.
Get it out, Dad.
Oh.
Okay, we've got cover down there.
Yes, you want to keep the balls on the park though, lads.
Just draw it, Alan. Just draw it. Nice open draw. Draw into the tee, Steve's back ball.
Very useful.
Even if we get a front one outside for us, Dad. No, on that, you're very, very good. You're on a really good road.
Oh, Darren, you're in the ditch again, mate. You don't want to.
And again, Ellen. Be hard on that. You're really good. Go on.
Certainly not helping the cause. Third time lucky, Darren.
He was close the first time.
No, he's wide again in the ditch. Thing is, that's four of their woods in the ditch, isn't it?
Now he's got to try and hit it down a rink, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got to
Richard,
try and put it out.
That's why he wanted that front ball move, so he could play a lot more weight.
Yeah. I mean, John's just going to cover and draw and just make it as hard as possible now. There we go. Oh, took the 2 out. Still holding 3. 4 maybe. Well, what's Richard going to do? Well, he wants to put it out. Ah, dear. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be putting one close. I'd accept if you go one down, you go one down. If he puts one close, he's giving him a bigger target, isn't he?
This is the last end, so he just wants to be a yard short to stop the drive. Weight was good, he's just a bit high.
He's in. That's it, end of all game, I'm afraid, guys.
That's that. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Congratulations to John's team.
Yeah, John
Team
Cracknell, Team Morris, Steve Morris, John Cracknell, Helen Simmons. Yeah. That's good. Steve and Richard are best of friends again.
Steve,
Yeah, they had a little bit of a tete-a-tete on the green, but they're good friends again. Yeah. Now, I've lost, what was that? 4, 5, 12, 8, 9?
It was at least 28, wasn't it?
Come on, you two, you're supposed to be watching the game.
Oh, you've got it in front of you. You've got the monitor in front of you. What more do you want?
Neil's got the monitor, I've got the technical side of things.
You can see.
It don't matter. Right, thanks ladies and gentlemen. As you see, the commentating, we've had a little bit of fun up here and tried to have a laugh and a joke.
A few technical
Well
issues.
done, well done to both teams. Superb. Just unfortunate, lads.
Yeah, they had better heads, didn't they? You was up it.
Just the way it goes, guys. Well done anyway. Well bowled. Well
You
done.
can go for you early on when you ran into the head.
Thank you very much for watching, whoever's out there. And
You do well to
the
hang
presentation will be taking place soon. I'll see what Helen wants to do. Yeah, yeah. But from the commentary team, thank you very much and cheerio. Thank you.
I wanted wood onto jack, onto wood,
Yeah,
and I got wood onto wood.
That's what I called it. I was called it.